Hey, this is Mr. Ward, and this is a video key of Do Now 17.2. So here we have this scenario. We've got a survey. 60 people were surveyed at the movie theater. 45 said they would buy popcorn. If there were 420 people at the movie theater, how many would you expect to buy popcorn? So to start off with, the best thing to do is to figure out the probability based on who was surveyed. If we accept that that was a random survey, we can use that to make a prediction. It won't be exact, but we can say 45 out of 60, and 45 out of 60 is the same as 3 out of 4, or 0.75, or 75%. So all we have to do now is, so that's the probability based on the survey. Now we just multiply that probability by this total number 420. So it's 3/4 times 420. Okay. Well, 420 times 3/4 is the same as 420 times 0.75. So 0.75 times 420 is 315. And there we have the answer. We can predict 315. So we could expect 315 people to buy popcorn, and that could be useful for figuring out how much popcorn the movie theater needs to make. Now let's take a look at the next question. We have a bowl of fruit that's on the table. It's on the table. It contains 2 apples, 4 oranges, 3 bananas, and David and Eric come home from school and randomly grab 1 fruit each. What's the probability they both grab apples? Well, first of all, is this a dependent probability situation or an independent probability situation? So we know that we can know that it's compound because 2 events are happening. Are they dependent or independent? Well, we would consider them dependent because if Eric grabs an apple, then the number of apples that are available out of the whole batch goes down to 1. And if David grabs an apple, the first apple, then the number of apples goes down to 1 as well. So whoever gets the first apple changes the conditions, changes the number of apples available, and changes the total number of possible outcomes as well. So they are dependent events. They are not independent. Okay, and then what's the probability that Eric and David will both grab apples? Well, one of them is going to have a 2 out of total number of fruits. Let's figure out what the total number of fruits is. So it's 2 out of whatever the total. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 3 is 9. So one of them has a 2 out of 9 probability. And the other one has a, well, if there were 2, now there's 1. So if one person got an apple, now there's 1 apple. And if one person got some fruit, now there's only 8 pieces of fruit left. So on the first round, it's 2 out of 9. Second round, it's 1 out of 8. And we are going to multiply these 2 fractions together. So that becomes 2 out of 72. That's the probability. And we can, of course, reduce that to 1 out of 36. So that is the probability that both will grab apples. 1 out of 36. In fact, that's the same probability of rolling 2 6s on 2 6-sided die, because that's 1 out of 6 times 1 out of 6. All right, and please let me know where you're at on all of this, and I will go ahead and stop the video. I hope this was helpful.